Welcome back to Explaining Everything, the channel where we dive into the stories and mysteries behind everyday things. Today's question comes from one of our curious viewers, Dizzy Dave 99. Thanks for the suggestion, Dave. You asked, why do some people get motion sickness? If you've ever regretted a car ride, boat trip, or VR session, you're not alone. Today, we're unraveling the science behind motion sickness, why it happens, who's more likely to suffer, and most importantly, how to stop it. So, if you've ever wanted to enjoy a road trip without feeling like a human smoothie, stick around as we break it all down, right here on Explaining Everything. Motion sickness happens when your brain gets its wires crossed. See, your eyes, inner ears, and body all work together to tell your brain where you are in space. But sometimes they don't get their stories straight. Your brain expects everything to match up perfectly, like a well-rehearsed dance routine. But instead, it's getting mixed signals, like a DJ scratching the wrong record. The result? Chaos, and unfortunately for you, nausea. Let's say you're reading a book in a moving car. Your inner ear, the balance center in your head, can feel you're moving, but your eyes are staring at still words on a page. Your brain, being the fragile little drama queen that it is, freaks out and assumes, "Oh no, we've been poisoned." So what does it do? It tries to make you throw up to get rid of the toxin. Fun fact, this reaction is a leftover survival mechanism from when our ancestors might have accidentally eaten something poisonous, and their bodies needed a quick eject button. Back then, if you were feeling dizzy and nauseous, it probably meant you ate a bad mushroom. Not that you were scrolling through TikTok in a moving car. Evolution hasn't caught up to our modern travel habits, so thanks to this outdated feature, we get to experience the joy of motion sickness. Not everyone gets motion sickness, and honestly, that's just unfair. Some lucky people can scroll through their phones on a bumpy bus ride like it's nothing. Meanwhile, others just think about a boat ride and start feeling queasy. So, what makes someone more prone to motion sickness? Here are some common factors. Genetics. If your parents get car sick, chances are you will too. Thanks, Mom and Dad. Age. Kids between 2 and 12 are the most vulnerable. Babies don't seem to get it much, probably because they've already mastered the art of throwing up for no reason. Migraines. If you get migraines, your brain already has a habit of overreacting, so motion sickness comes as a bonus package. Sensory sensitivity. Some people's brains are just extra dramatic about mixed signals. Women and hormones. Sorry, ladies. Research suggests that women, especially during pregnancy or menstruation, are more likely to experience motion sickness. Because why suffer from just one thing at a time, right? Motion sickness isn't just about getting sick in cars. Oh no! It has more forms than a Pokemon evolution. Car sickness, the classic. Road trips are fun until they're not. Seasickness, boats, more like floating vomit chambers. Air sickness, turbulence, more like, please give me a parachute. I need to get off this plane now. VR sickness, technology is cool, but if you've ever felt woozy in virtual reality, congratulations. Your brain doesn't like 3D illusions. Space sickness. Yes, even astronauts aren't safe. Imagine spending years training for space travel, only to throw up in zero gravity. Now, for the part we've all been waiting for, how to not feel like a queasy disaster. Look at the horizon. Keep your eyes on a fixed point in the distance to help your brain and body sync up. Sit in the front seat. Less motion equals less confusion. Plus, you get to control the music, so it's a win-win. Fresh air is your friend. Crack a window open or blast the AC. Your body loves oxygen when it's in distress. No reading or screens. Unless you enjoy the sensation of your stomach betraying you, put the book or phone down. Ginger is magical. Ginger candies, ginger tea, ginger ale, nature's little anti-nausea miracle. Acupressure wristbands. Some people swear by them. Others say they're just fancy bracelets. Worth a shot. Chew gum. It keeps your jaw moving and somehow convinces your brain that everything's fine. Close your eyes and nap. If you're asleep, you can't be sick. Genius. Medication. If all else fails, motion sickness meds exist. Just be prepared to feel very sleepy. Before we wrap this up, here are some weird and hilarious facts about motion sickness. Goldfish can get motion sickness. Yes, even fish can feel queasy in a moving tank. Some amusement parks test rides by making employees ride them repeatedly. They call it fun. We call it torture. Pilots have to go through motion sickness training to build resistance. The training? Spinning in a chair. Repeatedly. Roller coasters used to be prescribed for motion sickness in the 19th century. Doctors back then were on something else. So there you have it, folks. Motion sickness is just your brain overreacting to a little mixed messaging. Like a paranoid security guard setting off the alarm for no reason. But with the right tricks, you can keep your stomach where it belongs and enjoy the ride. But before I go, let me know, are you the type who can read in a moving car like it's nothing? Or do you need to stare at the horizon for dear life? Maybe you swear by ginger candy, or perhaps you've mastered the ancient art of sleeping through every trip. Whatever your survival tactic, drop it in the comments. I promise I won't read them while in a moving vehicle. If you liked this video, hit that like button and subscribe. Also, if you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for tuning in and join us next time here in the channel that answers all the why, what, who, where, and how questions you've always wondered about here on Explaining Everything.